Welcome back to the channel. Well, as the title suggests, yes, my wife and I are looking at the possibility of getting a travel trailer at some point. But oh, you find a tennis ball? You find a tennis ball? Yeah, you like those tennis balls. Yes, we are looking at getting a travel trailer. There are a lot of factors in play as to when and if we even do this. We do have a lot of obligations here at the house, here at home, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I just bought this Nissan Frontier almost a year ago. February something-ish, I will have had it a year. And if you're familiar with trucks, its max tow rating is about almost 6,300 pounds. So that doesn't leave much room for a very, very big trailer. Not that we want something huge anyway. For what we would really want, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired with that truck's towing ability. So I've got a few notes here on the old iPad. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about this here, get some input from the viewers if you have a travel trailer and if you pull one with a mid-sized truck like a Frontier, Tacoma, something like that, Ranger, Colorado. Let me know what you pull and how it pulls down in the description. I have pulled some good weight with this truck, but anyone with a travel trailer, RV kind of stuff knows that's a whole different animal than a trailer full of lumber. So with that being said, one of the options we're exploring, which may skew the timeline a little bit of actually getting one, is upgrading to, I guess what they call a half-ton truck, something F-150-ish with a V8. I'm kind of looking at a Titan, Nissan Titan. They've got a good V8, 9-speed transmission, and I like Nissan's trucks. And I think for what we're looking for, that would pull it perfectly. Number one reason why we're looking at a travel trailer. You all know here at Tennessee Matt Channel, we are big fans of freedom. Personal freedom, financial freedom, civil liberties, all that good stuff. So that's number one, the freedom to just hook up the truck to the trailer, just go anywhere, wherever your heart desires. And for number two, aside from the upfront investment in possibly another truck or the actual travel trailer itself, it can be a very affordable way to travel. I personally and my wife have never really been out of the South, basically. She's traveled a lot less than I have, and I have been west of the Mississippi one time. I went to Little Rock, Arkansas when I was a kid. Got family out there. Farthest south I've ever been is probably Orlando, Tampa, Florida area, Central Florida. Farthest north I've ever been is Williamsburg, Virginia. So that's the extent of my travel. And if you're familiar with the U.S., which most of you probably are, there's a lot of stuff to see out there. And doing it with a travel trailer, albeit you do have the upfront cost, you can get out there and just go for as cheap as you want to, really. Most campgrounds are relatively affordable, 30 to 60 a night with full hookups from what I understand. Or you can just boondock it in a Walmart parking lot. Or once you get out west, find some BLM land somewhere and boondock out there. Reason number three, when we travel, we try to stay in generally a Hilton brand hotel. I've found those to be some of the cleaner ones out there, but still, you're sleeping on a bed that hundreds of other people have slept on. How clean is it really? They're pretty clean, but how clean are they really? So that's another thing. The travel trailer is yours. You clean it, you maintain it. There's no bed bugs, viruses, anything else in there. So that's number three. Number four kind of goes back to seeing the world, or seeing more of the U.S. really. I watch videos on YouTube of the Southwest, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, parts of California. Beautiful places, beautiful. And I've always said East Tennessee is some of the most beautiful country in the world, but there's some other good stuff out there too that I haven't seen and that I want to see. So there's number four. And number five, and this is probably the most important out of all of this, family memories. making memories. My son is 7.5-ish. You know, we've been to Destin a lot, but like I said, as a kid, I didn't travel a whole lot, but we did travel a lot around the southeast. Alabama, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, all that good stuff. So I've seen a lot of historical sites around the South, and I would like for him to see those as well, and historical sites around the rest of the country. So there's the 5 reasons why we are looking at getting a travel trailer at some point. It might be next month, might be next year, might be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. We might never get one. Who knows? The future is undetermined for many of us. But reasons we are not getting one tomorrow. Like I said, we do have a lot of obligations around here, things that we have to be home to do. So no, I'm not going to become a nomadic YouTuber, you know, at least not in the next 20 years or so. I mean, who knows what the future holds again? Maybe one day we can look into doing that, depending on how finances and everything goes. And another reason is this guy right here, Buddy the dog. He is still very, very energetic. I think once he gets a little older, he will travel very well. He does good in the car, but like I said, he's very energetic, loves to run, needs to run. He's still very much in the puppy stage. He's about 8.5, 9 months old now. That boy needs to run. And another factor is the house. There are a few things we're doing to the house right now. I'm refinishing the fireplace, kind of getting that old 90s looking fireplace thing off of it. I'm going to redo it with some stone and hopefully a hand-hewn floating mantle. Stick around for that. Redoing parts of the kitchen right now. Most of it is pretty well done, but we're refinishing the cabinets. So those are the things tying up my time and money at the moment. Once we get that done, I'll have a little more time and a little more money. Then we can look into travel trailers. Having said that, we have researched a ton for a few weeks now. My wife and I go to bed at night. She'll say, "What do you want to watch on TV?" I say, "Oh, I'll turn some travel trailer reviews on YouTube." She's like, "Okay." So that has been our entertainment for a few weeks now. And there are some great travel trailer RV YouTube channels out there. And that brings me to the last point in the video, things that I know we want. Number 1, the travel trailer will have to have a tandem axle. It gives you better cargo carrying capacity and more stable towing. And if you happen to get a flat on one, you're not just completely, out of luck. You still got, 3. Hopefully you won't lose 2 on the same side at the same time, but many benefits to a tandem axle. And at least for right now, we are considering bunks to be a priority. Like I said, we have my son who is 7, and then us. And, since we won't be getting a 40-foot fifth wheel or anything like that, and we don't want him sleeping on a dinette, that's a big factor. So we'll probably have to have bunks. Not a huge deal, but we've got a running list here on my Pages app on the old iPad of models that we're considering. Kind of looking at them again after we do more research, paring it down, and looking at features, budget, all that good stuff. Trying to find the most perfect one for us. We've got a few in the running, but there are still several we're looking at. So there you have it. That is all for today's video. Stick around. Hopefully, before too terribly long, we'll have something. And that will in turn make opportunity for more content, and maybe we can take you to some pretty cool places. And take me and us to some pretty cool places. Thanks for watching.